Money secrets that your bank won't tell you. So think about this. The last time you opened your banking app, you looked at your savings balance and you felt so good because you saw that number sitting safely in your account and the money is increasing. Maybe you had 50K and now you have 120,000 naira. Or maybe you had 500,000 and now you suddenly have like 750,000 naira and you're just saying to yourself, I'm doing everything right. My money is secured. What if I told you that while you sleep, that money is quietly evaporating? Because this is one of the huge, mistake I see. You've been conditioned from childhood that save money in traditional bank because they are like the gold standard of financial responsibility. But in today's economic reality, keeping a major chunk of money in your basic bank account is no longer a strategy. This is one huge mistake that I see. Like I said today, I will talk about it. People that are keeping a lot of money, a huge chunk of money in their bank, they are happy with the account balance increase and they are thinking my money is growing. You earn basically small interest. And of course, it's not every account. There are accounts that you've withdrawn money so many times that there is no interest again for you. And you're not even aware of it. You're busy thinking, oh, I'm doing well. So today's video is centered around helping you understand that having a lot of cash in your bank account is dangerous mistake when it comes to money. So we're going to unpack all of them and you're going to understand it. So the next time you are flipping through your phone and checking your bank app or checking your bank balance, I want you to be able to think differently because of the information I'm going to be talking about, because I want to explore why our cash is currently acting with the laziest employee on earth. And that's what we're going to discuss today. So, hi everyone. My name is Julia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please watch this video to the end. You're going to learn something. Drop a comment for me. Tell me if you learned something, if it was interesting. And of course, subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you are watching, please subscribe, so that anytime I make new videos, you'll be one of the first people to see. Of course, here in this channel, I teach you and show you how your money can work for you. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps to give me the encouragement to do more videos. And of course, please share. Thank you very much. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is cash is the laziest worker ever to hire. See, you know how you hire somebody and the person is supposed to do certain things for you. Okay, let me say if you own a cement company, you hire someone to carry bags of cement probably to the customers who are paying for it, and the person sits and sleeps all day. You will definitely tell the person to stop coming to work, right? So now let's look at a different lens. Think of every naira or every dollar you earn as an employee that you have hired. You go out, you trade your time, you use your energy, you exerted mental effort to recruit workers. And now they're on your payroll, but they don't do anything for you. That is what cash is. Is actually the absolute laziest worker you can actually ever hire. If you leave it, it will not do anything for you. So that's what our cash does, because there is something called inflation. Inflation is like a thief. Right now, the headline inflation in Nigeria is almost 16%. So if your bank is giving you 4%, 5%, 6%, think about 16%. So you are still in deficit of 10%. And if you run businesses, you would see that if you keep those kind of employees in your available arrangement, they are going to spoil things for you. So the cash is sitting in your account, is doing absolutely nothing while you are busy hustling. So send that money today to go and work for you. I don't want you to be this stressed out, because this is one way to easily get stressed out. Send that money to treasury bills, send that money to government FG savings bond, send the money to mutual funds, send it to stocks. It will do you good. I'm telling you the honest truth. Now, let's talk about the psychology of available cash. You see, it's like a trap. Whenever you feels like spending money, it means that free spending without discipline. Whenever you leave a lot of money in your bank and someone shows you one jewelry, you tell yourself, at least I have like 750,000. If I remove just 5,000 naira to buy this jewelry, I will still have 750, or I will still have a lot of money. If I just buy this shoe, if I just buy, that's how it just starts creeping into your mind. And as the cash is sitting there, there's this availability bias. You think is going to be there. Your mind is telling you, don't worry, just buy it. You are a human being, you deserve rest, you deserve good things of life. And because the money is sitting right there, it feels like spending money. You just think about your own habits. You suddenly start desiring things. I don't know if you've noticed this thing, that the moment salary enters your account, the alert enters, some of the things you didn't know you need will start popping into your head. Your brain will start reminding you, that shoe you have, you need a new black shoe. I don't know if it has happened to you. So that is what I want you to understand. The upgrade becomes sudden. You want upgrade opportunity, impulse purchases, lifestyle creep starts, and you suddenly begin to admire, a fancy restaurant, a new pair of shoe, a much needed tech. And before you know it, you spend, you spend, you spend, you spend, and then nothing much remains. But if that money had gone out, it's already out there doing some work for you. It's not going to be there. So you won't have the willpower to go and withdraw it or liquidate your assets. So that is the second thing I want to talk about. The third thing I want to talk about is the emergency fund trap. I've seen people who will tell me, I'm keeping money in my bank account because it's a form of an emergency fund for me. And I get it. The question is, how much inside that amount is really your emergency fund? Some people don't even know. They feel like leaving money there. When emergency comes, they will spend it. No. Emergency fund still requires you to even put it in a high interest savings account or a mutual fund, anywhere that you know it is going to be accessible after, maybe whenever you need it or after a period of time. So when you start sending money into your account, and you even check, what is it my living expenses are to start with. If you spend 200,000 every month, for the next 3 to 6 months you need about 600,000 to 1.2 million. So the question is, the money you have in your account, is it more than 1.2 million? If it is, then it means you have much more than your emergency fund. So that's where the trap comes in. And I've seen a lot of people who struggle with this, so I wanted to talk about it. Now, the fourth thing I'm going to talk about is, which is like the extra topping on top, is how the bank uses your lazy worker. That money you have refused to use, the banks are going to use that money. So I've shared with you already three secrets, money secrets that you are not aware, or maybe you know, but you didn't know that it's actually affecting you by keeping a lot of money in the bank. And bank will never tell you because they really want to use your lazy worker. They know that that worker can do better work. So they will ask you to leave it with them. It's like someone saying, bring that your lazy worker to me. I have a good use for him or her in my house. And the person would come to your house, and then that work she refused to do for you, that person will start doing the work for the person. So that's exactly what happens. So to understand this, why keeping a lot of money in the bank is a huge mistake, is that banks are not charitable organizations. So they are not charitable institutions. They are designed to hold your money safely out of the goodness of their hearts, but they are highly sophisticated businesses. That is why when you deposit cash, the bank doesn't put your specific notes into a small box with your name. They just send it to work ASAP. They take that your liquidity and lend it to corporations, real estate developers, or even invest it in government treasury bills, high yield. Any There will be any high yield for them. And as you know, the bank will use that your capital to generate massive returns, and then they will still give you a tiny fraction. So I'm going to break this a little bit down for you so that you'll be able to understand it. So let's say you have 1 million naira in your bank and you leave it there, and the bank says, okay, we're going to give you 6%, and you're happy. At least the money is going to, I'm still going to get 6%. And the same bank takes that money you have and lends it to someone at 28% interest. So meaning they're making 22% out of your 6%. So they're giving you 6 and they're making 28 and then they're giving you 6. So they have 22%. The profit in that your money, check it every month for the next 1 year. The longer you are keeping the money, the more it is going to be generating more money for them. Now think beyond. You think that they are helping you, but you're actually making them rich. You're giving them almost everything, like you are giving them access to leverage on your money. Now multiply this small percentage with this your 1 million. Now check with how many million customers that banks have, and you will see it is astronomical. The figures are mad oh. So now think differently. Last year, do you know that Nigerian banks collectively added 18 trillion to their assets? First Bank alone made 321 billion in just 1 quarter. Where do you think this money is coming from? That your savings that are giving you 6%, and they are now lending it for 28. Remember, they will still charge you for SMS. They will charge you for card maintenance, transaction fee. And all this is in the daily banking, you are paying and paying and paying. That's why I always tell people one of the best ways to override this is to own bank shares. And that's why you have to start putting your workers to work. That sort of giving the banks the opportunity to do it. Please leverage on the opportunity, buy Zenith Bank shares, GTCO, Wema Bank, Stanbic, and so many amazing ones, and start making money. You are going to be, even if you're leaving your money, send that money to own the bank shares for you. So that's what I said. Having this kind of plan would definitely put you at the forefront. Think about sending that money to high interest savings accounts. Some of them are giving up to 13%, and I've seen some that have given up to 28%. Can you imagine that? That same 28 that bank is going to be lending out to, you'll be getting it. How about income producing blue chip equities? That's owning shares in great companies that will pay you dividends and the capital will grow. That is the reason why one of the things I want you to do is to look at investing. And like I always say, this period, you see this June, July is one of the best times to start investing, whether it is Nigerian stock or US stock. I said this yesterday and I'm still saying it again today. Stop letting your money be the laziest worker in your life. Give that money a job, put it to work and build an empire instead of having stagnant savings balance and you always thinking, oh, this money is for emergency. Oh, this money, I want to keep it here because I want to have access easily. There are other ways you're going to do this. So please consider learning how to invest. You can join our VIP 9.0 and get access to different investments that you can do ranging from 20% to 500%. You see, it's way better. So the worst you can actually get is probably about 20% compared to 6%, compared to 7%. Okay. So, but first get the knowledge. As I always say, you don't necessarily need to be in my own community, but please join a community. You can join us, you start by learning, you practice, and then you start earning money. You learn how to make your money work for you. You join a community of amazing wealth builders, and you earn not just in naira but in dollars. We have now 4 slots. I told us yesterday it was 5. Now it is 4 slots. So come on in, get stock recommendations, get the mega trend focus. Where are the places you need to play? There are companies that are going to be obsolete in the next 2 to 5 years. I'm not wishing them bad luck, but by the virtue of what they do and the way the world is moving, some companies may not make it and you may not know. So when you join a community, you learn where is the next thing happening. When people say, oh, thank God I invested in this company, now see how much I've made. It is when you look at the mega trend. Of course, run dividend challenge with us, compound interest, and so many other things. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson about what your money can do for you. So stop leaving a lot of money in the bank. Please consider sharing this video. But first, like it, drop a comment for me, and please share this video to someone who this video may just help. You never know. There are different ways to help people. It mustn't be financial. Sending a good video for the person to watch and learn can really help. So please like this video and share this video to everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.